Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. I'm a beauty enthusiast and consultant who loves to talk about everything dealing with beauty and makeup, and today we're talking about some June favorites. I tried not too many products in June, but I did use some good tried and true products that I would love to share with you. So get you a little snack and something to drink, because it's going to be a little bit of a long one. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it, and I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And let's get right into this video. Oh wait, give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Now let's get into the video. So first, let's start off with some lashes. We're just gonna go all out of order. So I have been loving these lashes by the brand called Curl Bible. They're in the style Melanie. First of all, I love the packaging that the lashes come in. You get three pairs of lashes. Try to hold this up so you can see it. A lash applicator, and then here is a lash glue slash eyeliner that you can use to apply the lashes. I just use my own lash glue that I prefer, just because I know it works. It holds my lashes very well. I use the Duo Quick Set Lash glue. Love it. It dries in 5 seconds and it really has great hold. Here's an up close look at the lashes. They are so just beautiful and wispy and full, but like not too full. I don't have the biggest eyes. I don't have a lot of real estate on my eyes, so I don't like lashes that like cover up all of my eyelid when I'm wearing them, or just look like they're too much, and these don't. I'm not wearing these today. I'm wearing a different pair of lashes today, but this is my second set of this lash kit because I've used up the lashes before and I love them. Totally recommend them. And in terms of lashes, you all have asked more about these lashes than any other lash I've ever worn. I hardly ever get questions about like, what lashes are you wearing? But I've gotten more questions about these lashes, so highly recommend them. And everything I talk about today will be linked down in the description box, so you can go ahead and check out all of that information down there. Okay, so love those. Then we're going to move on to a brand that I don't really think I've talked about hardly on my YouTube channel. I've talked about it more on Instagram, which if you're not following me there, GlamGirlChelsea, you should give me a follow. But there's a brand that I have come to realize I actually really love. But you know how, or maybe it's just me, there's some brands of makeup that I'm like, okay, they're okay. I think I like them. And then before you know it, I have like tons of products from the brand and I'm like, I guess I really like them. That's this brand for me. So the brand is called Dime. They are a clean beauty brand, and they really pride themselves on making beauty products that are clean, that have, you know, ingredients that are really great for your skin. And they're also, if I could say, a more simplistic brand. So you're not gonna see, you know, a page-long list of ingredients in their products, and they really do try to only provide the best of the best at a very great affordable price. So the products that I have been loving from the brand, it's 3 of them, but I'm gonna share with you other products that actually it's more than 3. I'm gonna share with you like my absolute favorites, and then other products I've tried that I really would recommend to you as well. So first, a couple of skincare products. So we have their Hyper Glow. The Hyper Glow is an antioxidant serum, and it's also a brightening serum. So this replaces my vitamin C, and you get 1 fluid ounce, and it says that you can apply this after cleansing your face, and I really love this. So I'm an avid believer in using vitamin C, but sometimes vitamin C, if I use it daily, can dry out my skin. This particular serum is very lightweight, so it actually almost looks like water when you apply it to the skin. So as you can see, it's a very thin formula, and you just blend it into the skin. It blends in very nicely, absorbs very quickly into the skin, and you just have this beautiful glow, but it's nothing that's overpowering. So I feel like if you had oily skin, this would not be something that would just make you feel like you have the greasiest skin, because it is such a lightweight product. So I really love that. I've been using these products that I'm talking about for a couple months now. And I feel like my skin really enjoys them, really agrees with it, and I highly recommend it. Next is their Hyaluronic Acid Serum. That is a product that we all need to have because it's a natural product that's within our skin, but as we age, it does decline. So it's always great to have a good hyaluronic acid within your skincare regimen to give the skin back what it's losing as we're aging. So this particular serum is a little bit thicker, so I just use like a couple of drops of their hyaluronic acid serum. I apply it after the Hyperglow serum since the consistency of it is a little bit thick. And you don't even need as much as I applied it, but it just makes my skin feel so hydrated. Hyaluronic acid, that's what it's supposed to do. But it really makes my skin feel nice and plump and hydrated. And like I said, my skin loves it. I feel like my skin has been looking better, even though my skincare regimen has not been as consistent as it should be in terms of, you know, doing my skincare day and night. But my skin has been looking overall great, and I really think that these products are helping my skin. And another favorite, and I've been using this product maybe since January. Like I said, I don't know why I haven't talked about it. I think I might have talked about it once, but either way, here we go. Dime's Blue Facial Oil. Oh my goodness me. So this is formulated for blemish prone skin, and it's an oil. I love using facial oils at night. And, you know, I don't have blemish-free skin. So I saw this and I was like, this looks like something that could work for me. So a very thin oil. So I only use a few drops at night, rub it into the skin. And as you can see, the skin looks nice and hydrated. It has like a very eucalyptus-based type of smell. So it's not something that's overpowering, but it's very soothing and calming in the evening. I really love this scent of it. And sometimes I will just use the oil by itself. A lot of times I will mix the oil with a thicker moisturizer because I just like all the thickness of moisturizers at night. But this is so scrumptious to the skin, and I really do feel like it calms down my blemish prone skin. So when I do have active breakouts and I use this product, I feel like it's calming it down. I feel like the ingredients within it also are working to get rid of the acne a little faster, and I love using this. So this is like, these three are like guaranteed repurchases once I run out. Love, love, love them. Okay, a couple other skincare products that I have tried from the brand is their Wonder Screen. So this is their SPF. This is an SPF 30. And I really like this. This is not, I'm not gonna say this is like my absolute favorite sunscreen, but I do like it and I do use it. I've used it today. It blends into the skin. It does apply, it does come out of the tube white, but it doesn't leave any flashback or anything. So I do like this. I would recommend it. And then I recently just picked up their cleansing balm. So I've only used this one time, but it did remove my makeup. Still testing it out to see how I really like it, but I just wanted you all to know just in case you're interested in it. And then lastly from the brand, oh, I've also tried their lash serum. I've purchased their lash serum like 3 times. I really do think it helps my lashes to grow. And I feel like I've talked about that before. And then lastly, their fragrances. Oh, their fragrances. So my absolute favorite fragrance by them is called their 7 Summers. If you are going to the beach, like June, I went to the beach. This came with me. This has actually come with me almost every time I've traveled in June. This 7 Summers fragrance, of course, I don't have any of these scents memorized in terms of notes, but I will put the notes on the screen. And their fragrances are not formulated with alcohol, if I can remember correctly. The fragrances are clean as well, so they last very good on the skin. They're not annoying and overpowering. Love their fragrances. So I have 7 Summers. I would say my next favorite would be Malibu Nights. So, okay, Malibu Nights is definitely a nighttime scent. It's very warm. It smells like summer too. Like this is another one that I bought with me to the beach. But I would wear 7 Summers day or night. Malibu Nights, definitely an evening sexier scent. Smells so good. Okay, then we have a newer one to me. This is ILUSB, so I love you so much, babe. I think that's what it stands for. This is a newer one, and this one smells very fresh. This is more of like a daytime scent for me in terms of how I would wear it. And yeah, just very fresh, but also has great lasting power as these other two. And then the last newest scent to me is Lovely Dreams, and they started having this new packaging, so the quality of the scents are going to be the same. The packaging is going to be different. And this one, I would say this would be, when I say my least favorite, It's just my least favorite out of the 4, but I still enjoy it. So not least favorite because I don't like it. It's just my least favorite, but it smells so good. Get over here. Yes, oh, this smells so good. Oh, this smells, I don't know. They're all really good. I love all 4 of these. So highly recommend all of these. This one, Lovely Dreams, this could go day or night depending on what you're going for. I primarily wear it during the day. But depending on like what types of scents you like, things like that, I could see that one being day or night. So Dime, definitely enjoy the brand. They have a few, actually a lot other types of skincare products. So I'll have their brand linked down below so you can check out other products that they do have. They've got bundles on their website. So if you wanted like a cleanser, moisturizer, you know, a couple of serums, they've got really great bundles that you can also use my discount code with. I have a 20% off discount code that you can use with Dime, and it is affiliate. So I'll have all that linked down below, but I highly suggest you check them out as a very clean and more affordable skincare brand with some fragrances. Okay. Foundations. Oh wait, I have another sunscreen that I have been loving, okay? When I say loving, loving. The Ilia C-Beyond Triple Serum SPF 40 that has niacinamide in it and vitamin C. This has been my go-to all of June. I use the shade Tone 2, so they have 3 different tones, Tone 1, 2, and 3. Tone 2 is the more medium type of shade, but it blends into the skin, so honestly, I mean, I would say go for the tone that would be closest to your skin tone. A lot of tones there, but it doesn't leave any flashback. It blends really beautifully into the skin, and the glow. That's what I love about it, is the glow. I do feel like this actually does work to protect my skin because I went to the beach a couple of times back in June. I wore this as my SPF. I did not burn on my face. So I do feel like there is protection here with this. My only with it is there is something in the skincare that I use prior to applying this that this does not like because it does pill on me. I've noticed that it pills less if I use a serum. Like let's say I use my moisturizer as my last step. I put a serum on top and then apply this. This works well. Like for instance, another favorite from June. This has been a favorite for the past couple of months. This Pat McGrath Rose Essence, y'all, is bomb.com. But if I use my moisturizer and I apply this first after my moisturizer and then apply the SPF on top, I don't get pilling. But if I were to apply my moisturizer and then apply this, especially if I apply like too much, there's pilling. So I hate that, but I love the product so much that I deal with it. Like I said, I figured out how to make it not pill. I just wish I didn't have to do that so it wouldn't pill. And I can't really figure out what particular ingredient that's in my prior skincare that this does not agree with. And I've tried just like washing my face and using this product by itself. And of course I don't have any pilling with that, but this is not hydrating enough for my skin just to use like that. If you had more oily skin, I could most definitely see somebody cleansing their face and just using this as an all-in-one. But if you have more normal skin, definitely drier skin, this is not gonna be hydrating enough for that. But I love it so much that I'm just gonna keep using it. I still highly recommend it. Still very much recommend it. I just wish it didn't pill. But it's a beautiful product nonetheless. Going back to this Pat McGrath Rose Essence, y'all, I'm just gonna tell y'all, you might wanna try this. All I'm saying is this. This makes my skin feel so supple and soft and plump. Like, Pat knew what she was doing when she created this. So like I mentioned before, I apply this, if I'm wearing my SPF, I will apply this before I put my SPF on so it doesn't pill. Sometimes I will put it on after my SPF and just deal with the pilling. It is so great to use as like a primer-like product before your makeup, but it's just a great skincare product to use within your skincare regimen. It is beautiful, and like I said, my skin feels so soft. Even when I have texture on my skin, it just like softens the texture, and my makeup applies so beautifully on top. Like I said, I raved about this in my May monthly favorites. I'm talking about it again in June. Like, ma'am, Pat did something with that one. We'll have to give her a hand clap. Okay, my moisturizer for this summer, and it might be into fall and winter, depending on how the skin is acting. Danessa Myricks Yummy Glow Serum. Now y'all know I've been loving this. I have 2 of them. Here's the one that sits on my makeup vanity, and this is the one that I use in my bathroom. So I would say like mid to late May, I started using this as a moisturizer. So wash my face, go through my serums, and I go in with this. My skin loves this. So what made me start using this as a moisturizer, I was watching one of her Teach Me Tuesdays, and she was talking about just all of the hydrating benefits that this product has, how it balances out the pH of your skin, on and on and on. And I was like, you know, summertime is here. I don't have to use the thickest moisturizers because we have a little more humidity in the air and it's warmer. So I wanted a lighter weight moisturizer. And I was like, you know, this might actually work, and it works for me. It is so beautiful on the skin. It leaves a beautiful glow, but more than that are the skincare benefits that are in this product. And my skin has been completely happy with this as a moisturizer. So this is the shade Juice Boost, which is the deepest shade. Either shade can work on any complexion, but if you have like normal combination oily skin, I would say, you could probably use this as your moisturizer and be good for the day. If you have drier skin, depending on how dry your skin is, this may not be enough hydration alone, but this could be a great product to mix in with your moisturizer if you want that added benefit of a hydrating type of moisturizer and one that's going to balance out the pH of your skin and leave you with just a beautiful subtle glow. But I love this and have been swearing by this. Like at this rate, I will definitely need to repurchase one for upstairs because I've got to have one upstairs and one downstairs. Gotta have both, but would suggest this as a daily moisturizer if you haven't tried it. Okay, into a couple of foundations. There's only one new foundation. It's not new, but just one I haven't talked about in a while. Still loving Danessa Myricks Yummy Glow Serum foundation as like my go-to foundation. Absolutely love this. Shade 14W is my perfect shade, especially for these warmer months. So still loving that. Pat McGrath's Sublime foundation is shade M17. She's just it for me, okay? It for me. So these 2 foundations I've been traveling with in June, and when I do my makeup, unless I'm having to use a particular foundation, like it's going to be one of these 2. Blurring Balm Powder, obsessed, 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 obsessed. So the shades that I have been using most in June are going to be the Universal shade, shade 5. And like I was saying, that newer foundation that I've been using now that it's summertime is my Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick. Oh my goodness me, this is my favorite, one of my favorites foundation to use in the summer. So I have shade 8.7. It is my go-to foundation for the summer, one of my go-to. I keep saying go-to and then it's one of the go-to. Love this. So this is my foundation that I love to wear when I want minimal makeup. So when I went to the beach, I wore this foundation. I did just the slightest amount, like just covered up some redness, but I just love how dewy the skin looks, how fresh it looks when I wear it. It's so beautiful. It doesn't have the longest wear, and I'll admit, if it's like really hot outside, this can get a little dewy, but I got a trick for you, and I'm gonna do a video on it because I must. Take Blurring Balm Powder by Denessa in the Universal shade, mix it with a Tom Ford foundation stick, and now this is a little less dewy, but it doesn't take away the shine from the formula, and it's gonna last longer. Yeah, completely snatched. And actually, the foundation looks better mixing it with the Blurring Balm Powder than by itself. I do have a Reels on Instagram where I show the difference between the 2. Scrumptious. Okay, so those are the foundations I've been loving. Concealer. There's a new concealer that you must, I know, I said must, try. Huda Beauty's Faux Filter Concealer. Whew, ma'am, this was probably my most impressive product that I tried in June. So I have the shade Toasted Almond 5.3G. Full coverage, satin, natural finish, does not have to be set, does not look cakey. It makes the under eyes look lifted and plump, and stunning. That is what this does, and that is what this is. There's a really great shade range of the concealer. A little bit goes a long way. So when I apply this, and I did do a full review of this concealer, so I'll link this for you. So when I apply it, I scrape off a lot of the product and either put it on the back of my hand and apply it that way, or I'll scrape off a lot of the product and then go in with the doe foot on my face. It is the concealer I'm wearing today. Oh my gosh, I was really not expecting to like this because with Huda's complexion products, it's either a win or it's a miss because it's just a little too much. This concealer is perfection. Perfection. You hear? You hear. I would say definitely try that. But another concealer I was loving before that one came out is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Concealer. Not anything new, but I have really been gravitating for it and reaching for it, and I love it. So I have the shade 4W0 Hazel. This is so creamy, so succulent under the eye, and I love the undertone of it. So I'll give you quick swatches comparing this one to the Huda one. This one by Tom Ford I love because it has more of a peachier undertone, which is what I absolutely love in concealers because it does a little bit of color correcting and brightening. The formulations of these two concealers are somewhat similar. So here is Huda Beauty's concealer, and then this is Tom Ford's Shade and Illuminate Concealer. So you can see the differences between the two, but both of them are very creamy, lifting, plumping under the eye. The Tom Ford concealer is just gonna be a little thicker in its formulation than Huda's. Huda's is a bit thinner in comparison to the Tom Ford concealer. But I love both of them. I'm still reaching for both. It just depends on whatever look I'm going for. But let me tell you, you cannot go wrong with either one. Now on to powder. So a powder that I have been loving, I think for a couple months now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we have the Jaclyn X Robin. This is the Powder Move Loose Setting Powder. I have the shade Sheer Medium. This is a very thin type of powder, translucent type of powder that leaves a beautiful subtle glow on the cheeks, and I love this product. I love this powder. So the way that I've been using this powder is more like a finishing powder. So I'll go ahead, apply, foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer, highlight, and then I'll take a big fluffy brush. So I'll either take like the My Kit Co 0.8 brush, or I'll take my La Mer powder brush, so something like nice and thick and fluffy, and dip it into the powder and just dust the powder all over the face just to kind of blend all of the products that are on my face, and it leaves such the just subtlest type of glow. But I also love the blurring property of it, and also like the diffusing property of it. It's a beautiful powder. I mean, beautiful powder. Another powder or another beauty product that I travel with this summer, I will continue to travel with it because I love it, love it, love, love, love it. On to some bronzers. So do y'all still want to see my favorite bronzers for the summer video, or like ranking of my favorite cream bronzers? Let me know that in the comment section down below. I might not need to do it after I tell y'all the products I've been loving. But we have the Mario. This is the Soft Sculpting, or the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I have the shade Medium Dark. This is beautiful. So the powder, I didn't really care for that at all. I don't think that's a necessity, but the enhancer, let me tell you, this one is one to have. So the way that I've been using the enhancer is I've been using it as a bronzer, and when I went to the beach, it's such a beautiful product for like minimal makeup looks. You can also use it if you wanna glam your face up even more, but like taking my Tom Ford foundation stick and just applying it on my face where I have like some redness and things like that, and then using this, add a little mascara and a lip, summertime fine, okay? because I don't need a blush, I don't need a highlight, because this has all of the glow, all of the succulence that my cheeks will need. So that's how I've been using it. I know other people, they've used it all over the face, like Gabe loves makeup. He uses it all over his face, almost like a foundation, and it looks beautiful on his skin. So I think it just depends on the shade that you get as to how you would use it. But I love this. This is also like travel worthy product for me, that I've been traveling with, that I would recommend to travel with. It's so easy to use and it leaves just the beautifulest finish on the skin. Then I've also been loving the Nars Laguna Cream Bronzer. Beautiful. So I have the shade 03. I've done a video on this particular bronzer and also the Skin Enhancer one. This is so pretty. And I was struggling between this bronzer and the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer and the LYS Beauty cream bronzer. Like, I was trying to rank them my own self, like, how do I rank these? What are my favorites? And I'm just gonna say this, because just in case y'all wanna see a ranking video, I'm not gonna tell you which ones are my favorite, because I think I do wanna film it just, you know, just to have it out there. But this is what I will say. LYS Beauty's cream bronzer stick is stunning. It is so emollient and it blends effortlessly into the skin. A little bit does go a very long way, so I would say the best way to apply this is apply it on the back of your hand and then dip your brush in it that way, so that you don't apply too much to the face, because you can definitely apply too much. It can look quite muddy or like overtake your face. The shade that I have is Courage. I also have the shade Harmony, which is the lighter shade. Both shades work well on me. I did a review on both of these concealer sticks, bronzer sticks. So I'll link that so you can see them on the skin. But I've been reaching for the deeper shade Courage more, and I love it, love it, love it. Then, like I was saying, I have also been loving the Nars Laguna Cream Bronzer. I love the shade of this bronzer. It's more of a neutral bronze, and I also love the formulation, so it's not too emollient, but it's also not like too stiff and almost, you know, feels like it's dried in the pan. It doesn't feel like that at all. I think the Nars one is a really beautiful, like, first time cream bronzer user type of formula, because it's just really easy to use. I would recommend it for people who are on any type of experience when it comes to cream bronzer. I think it's just lovely. And then lastly, the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. This one is stunning. Like, I can't put any of these down. I've traveled with this one as well. I have both shades, medium and tan. I use tan more, especially now that I'm getting more of a tan. This one, formula-wise, I really like it, but it's not as creamy as the LYS Beauty cream bronzer or the Nars one. This one's just a bit, just a smidge more, I don't want to say stiff, because I don't want to make it sound like it's hard, but just a little more, less emollient than the other two that I've been talking about. But highly, highly, highly recommend this formulation. Absolutely love it. Love the packaging of it. Like I said, love all of these cream bronzers that I've shared with you, and I will rank them in another video. How about that? Okay, blush. Pat McGrath came out with some new blush duos, and your girl has been here for them. I've also done a review on those, but the two blushes that I have used multiple times that I've traveled with already, I sure have, has been Divine Rose 2 and Paradise Glow. So here's Divine Rose 2. This is just my favorite type of pink. I knew as soon as I saw this one that I was gonna love it, because it's the type of pink that I love to wear. And I love the formulation of these blushes. I think they're just beautiful. Paradise Glow though has been my absolute favorite shade. It's the shade of blush that I'm wearing today, and I cannot get enough of it. I knew I was gonna love it because I love Paradise Venus and Nude Venus, and what's the other one? Desert Orchid. I love those. And to me, Paradise Glow is kind of a combination between all of them. So I knew I was gonna love it, but this might be my favorite Pat blush of all the blushes that I have. Stunning. Highlight. Pat McGrath came out with some new highlights as well. And the highlight that I'm wearing is Golden Moonlight. This is not the lightest one, but one of the lighter ones. And I love this shade of highlight. So beautiful, not really texturized at all. And honey, a little goes a very long way. You do not need but a tap of your brush in the product, and it's just beautiful. I have it on the high points of my cheeks, right here, a little right here, and then right here along my mouth. Such a beautiful and beautifully formulated type of product. So really have been enjoying those. And I really have been enjoying this Duet Balm in the shade Sweet Water by Danessa Myricks. So this is a unique product in the sense of it's a balm, right? And if you look at this, you might think you're not going to be able to wear this on top of powder, but you really can, and it does not pick up your product underneath, which I think is really beautiful. So I've been using this a lot when I'm going for like minimal makeup looks. So for instance, when I went to the beach, applied my Tom Ford foundation stick, and then I went in with the Mario Skin Enhancer, and then I would put this on top to just give like a beautiful glow on the cheeks. Sometimes I will also wear this if, let's say, I've used a lot of powder products and I feel like I'm just a little too mattified. I will take this and take a powder puff and swipe some of the product on the powder puff and then tap it onto the face, and it just looks stunning that way. So really have been loving this product. I have a couple of shades of these Duet Balms, but the shade Sweet Water is the one I've been using the most in this past June. And then eyeshadow. So haven't been wearing the most eyeshadow, have I? Not really. I've been wearing some, but there's a couple things that I've been reaching for. So number one, Anastasia came out with her Nuvo palette. I've done a review on this. This is beautiful. It's the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today. So on my eyes, I used the shade Lily, pretty much all over the majority of the lid. Then went in with the shade called Muse right here for the outer corner of the eye and for the lower lash line. And then Isle is what you see on the inner corner. That's it. Love the formulation of the shades in this palette, and they're really beautiful. So really have been enjoying this one. Danessa Myricks Color Fix. I have two shades that I've been using a lot this past month. So I have the shades Nightcap and Nebula. So I'll do quick swatches of them so you can see the differences between the two. But I've been loving these as one and done types of shades. So, you know, going out, I want a little something on the eye, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on my eyes. But I want you to see that I got something on. That's what I've been loving these shades for. You can most definitely apply them on top of other eyeshadow, but I've just been loving these by themselves. So this is the shade called Nightcap, and I love this shade. I love the dimension of it. And I've been wearing this as a one and done, and then Nebula is right here. And I love, love, love this one. This is one that I'll wear if I want like more of a sheer type of eye look, but I still want to see like some iridescence and sparkle to the eye. Love them. And then wearing both together, even better, because I've done that too. I've applied Nightcap first and then Nebula on top. So, so good. So just wanted to shout those out. And then lastly, we've got lips, and we're done. So one lip product that I want to definitely give a huge shout out to, so proud of her, Miss Tara Lynn. She collaborated with Christian Audette and came out with her own lip bundle, and these have lived in my purse. And you know, when lip products live in your purse, you love them. So I have the shade Bare Nectar, and this is what Bare Nectar looks like, the perfect coral type of lip shade, peachy coral type of shade. And then I have her lip gloss in the shade Ray. Ray is so beautiful. It's the perfect pinky coral type of shade. And I love the formulation of the Christian Audette lip glosses. I have 5 of them now. So beautiful. You all know I love their lipstick formula, so definitely recommend the bundle to you all. It's a really beautiful type of combination, and I think it's a lip combination that would look really great on a plethora of shades. I've also been loving the Item Beauty lip oil. So I have the shade called Come Through. This also lives in my purse, so that's why it looks a little beat up, but this is really just really hydrating on the lips, and it's not like one of those lip oils that just absorbs quickly into the skin and you kind of don't see any shine afterwards. You definitely see a good amount of shine afterwards, but it also helps to really moisturize your lips. My lips are so dry right now. They're cracking and all the things. So I'm like needing all of the hydration, and this is a really good lip oil. Then I have the K-Skin. This is the Owl Lip Balm with SPF 30. love this. Like, I will repurchase this one when I run out. This is a really hydrating and moisturizing type of lip balm. It also has SPF in it. I use this one, this lives in my purse, so I use it whenever, but I've also used this one on the beach, you know, to keep my lips nice and protected. And I love the formulation of this too. It's really nice and thick, but it doesn't like feel sticky and like goopy, there we go, on the lips. So I really love this one. Also a black owned brand at Sephora. Fenty Beauty, I picked up one of their lip oils. So this is in the shade called Poutsicle. And this is nice. Like, I wasn't really too sure what I would think of their lips, not lip oils, this is a lip stain. And I like it, I do like it. So I like that it leaves a nice little stain on the lips, and the shade is not Poutsicle, that's what they are. The shade is called My Type 01, like My Type. This is the shade of the Fenty Beauty lip stain. I saw a comparison of the Fenty lip stains to the Dior lip stains, and I chose the Fenty one because the stain is supposed to have lasted longer on the lips. And I do like it, I really do like it. So I'm happy I picked up one. I'm not gonna pick up any more, but one is good for me. And then lastly, one other Dime product that I forgot to mention when I was talking about Dime, their lip balm. So this lip balm really does moisturize, hydrates the lips, and I feel like this heals my lips too. So like I said, my lips are cracking right now. Not really sure why, it's probably because I'm dehydrated, but I have been reaching for this one more than I've been reaching for the K-Skin. I think they're both really beautiful, and their formulas are quite similar. But if I had to choose between the two, I would probably lean a little bit more toward Dime over K-Skin, but I would repurchase both if that gives you any type of consensus. I really love both. But the Dime one, it just feels so good on the lips. It's so, like I said, and it's very healing to my lips. And I love it, love it, love it. So those are my June favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave me down in the comment section 2 of your top favorite beauty products from the month of June. I definitely want to know and hear all about them. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.